For my 4 years of playing AUT definitely has a meta, overpowered stands, specs, and traits. So good that they will always, or mostly, stay at the top. But what about the underrated stuff? The stands, specs, and traits that get overshadowed by the meta. My job in this series is to provide a main overview, a history lesson, and a suggestion to devs on how to buff this thing to provide it a fighting chance against the overall meta of AUT. Without further ado, the first spec of the series, Kuro Claws. Kuro Claws is an uncommon spec based on Captain Kuro, a character in One Piece. There are 2 ways to get it. Travel to the adventure board NPC and begin the Save the Village adventure quest. Kill Kuro of 100 Plans, who is located at Syrup Village, to obtain a claw fragment. Obtain 6 claw fragments. Use 6 claw fragments to craft the Kuro Claws ability. The other obtainment method is to get 3 Kuro shards, which you can get from the gacha and loot crates. Though while making this script, I've seen Junkbot's video on AUT just recently removed the gacha system. Though I'm pretty sure if you do have some leftover shards, I'm pretty sure you can still craft Kuro. Before being playable, Kuro is just a boss. Releasing in the Summer Update Wave 1, aka the One Piece update. It would take another update for Kuro to actually be a playable spec. Though, it was overshadowed by the release of Suna and the Crazy Diamond rework. Your barrage should be used as a combo starter, as it has more range than other barrage. Razor Swipe is the only move in your move set to have hyper armor. Be careful, as it can be perfect blocked and has no hyper armor during its wind-up time. Twister is your combo extender that should be used after your barrage. Be aware that this move can be perfect blocked. Rampage Rush is a dash-like move. This move can be used as a mobility tool, or just a move to whip out for free damage. Again, be aware that you can be punished if you miss the move. G is your ultimate attack. This move has large range, but an obvious startup. It will be rare you land all the 50 damage. To use this move, you'll have to spend half of your bar. H, Unpredictable Speeds, spends 3/4 of your bar for a speed increase, while increasing the range of your teleportation dash. I have some problems with the move, but that will be for later. V, Flash Dash, is a teleportation move, having 2 uses depending on 2 factors. If not in range of enemies, it functions as a normal teleport. If in range of enemies, you teleport to them, allowing you to attack them. As said before, your H move increases the range of your TP dash, allowing you to teleport to enemies who are a bit farther away from you. There are many reasons why no one uses Kuro. Though I think why people don't use Kuro is caused the lack of overall moves, and it's pretty much a bootleg Cars, even though Kuro came before Cars in game-wise. Cars having way more utility and moves. I understand why many people don't choose this spec, but still, it's definitely a really good starter PvP spec, even though it's kinda lacking. Maybe it's also the fact that it's a One Piece character people don't really care about. One obvious way to buff this stand is, like almost every One Piece spec, is to give it mastery. So I decided to brainstorm some mastery buffs. How to get mastery? Either use claw fragments to gain some mastery, or kill the Kuro boss to gain mastery. Mastery 1 gives bleed to Razor Swipe, or is your only hyper armor move, and it's really punishing if you miss it. So if you do land it, it's a bit more rewarding. Mastery 2 gives bleed plus hyper armor to your G move. Your G move is going to be hard to hit if your enemy isn't an idiot. So maybe with this buff, I think this will help. With the added bonus of not being able to be knocked away while using the move. Mastery 3, Unpredictable Speeds. H move provides a 25% damage boost. I find your H move one of the most useless moves in Kuro's kit, as it's hard to control. Sure, it makes you fast, but it's going to be hard to even hit your moves. You also have to spend 3/4 of your bar just to use it. I just find this kind of dumb, as it's better just to spend your bar on your combo extender and your G move. With this buff, I think you'll have a better reason to use this move. I would like to add a new move for Kuro, but I don't think they would do this, and I don't have any ideas on what the new move should be. I think Kuro is fine with having 3 mastery, as it's not as well known as the other 1P specs. Though I do feel conflicted on if Kuro should get 5 mastery. Or heck, have this already in Kuro's kit. Kuro's claws aren't anime accurate. Have any of you noticed that Kuro's claws are just Nocturnus's claws? Kuro has 3 skins, so far 2 being event skins and 1 being a legendary. Kuro Claus has no quotes, though if you have the Wolverine skin equipped, you gain some quotes, including new voice effects. Maybe with these buffs and changes, I think Kuro Claus could be used more, but I think this could be swept under the rug, which would be unfortunate. So what do you think about the changes I've made? Do they make Kuro Claus stronger? Or do you think the mastery is too lackluster? Feel free to try to make your own mastery for Kuro. I'll be taking suggestions on what should be next on why no one uses. So please leave a like and sub, and see you next time.